Ladies and gentlemen, fade culture is peaking. Every other day someone is going viral for breaking down some kind of altercation, and while we are not making it out the metaphorical hood with this one today, we are going to be talking about That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, a beautiful slice of life anime. But my favorite part of the show is the get back. There are several get backs in this show and they progressively get better and better. And here's the first of three we will discuss today. This dude on the screen is an ogre, and off camera a bunch of orcs raided, burned, and presumably cannibalized his village. There is no presumably. They did eat everybody in his village. This group of orcs turned out to be a massive Walking Dead style horde of hungry hippos, okay? Eventually, the ogres team up with Rimaru, the main protagonist, and realize diplomacy ain't an option. They must prepare for basically war. Okay, they gotta prepare for the orcs to attack their nation and whatnot. So fast forward, the orc army is here. The Dragonborn kicks off the fight, and Dragon Boy here, I think his name is Gabiru or something like that, is fighting who he presumes is the Orc Lord. This guy is in fact not the Orc Lord. Anyways, eventually he gets reset when the ogres show up.
My mind is booming a bitch. 12 Star Street, I hit it down. I learned early on being a man about. My mom ain't never buy me shit.
Benimaru and the gang pull up and give a warning, but the orcs act like they act like they don't understand English. So Benimaru
Yeah, boy.
just starts blinking shit. I mean, he just purple nukes everywhere. They cut to him, and bro is smiling. He's nuking niggas and just smiling through the. It's absolutely insane. I love. He might be a villain, honestly. He might be on the wrong team. I'm glad he's with us. Dude, I'm keeping a being with you. Then old man Demon Horns gets here, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched 3 episodes to get these clips, and I don't remember his name. But so we're just gonna call him old man Demon Horns. Yeah, he was like, that was my village too. Let me get some revenge. Slices up a whole battalion, trunk style, zero hesitation. Something I enjoyed about this show is despite being less serious than some of the more recent or renowned animes, they don't blue ball fight scenes with the revenge isn't worth it trope. Not saying that it doesn't have a place, but some acts are redeemable, and some of these niggas gotta go. Getting back to the brawl, the orcs see the lady ogre and think, okay, this dude has purple flame nukes. This dude is like a demon samurai. So how bad can a purple girl with no thighs be? Yeah, she splits the fucking earth on him. Yeah, I forgot to mention this part of the get back, but
you are next. Destroying the ogre's village and making enemies of Kijin will be the greatest of your regrets.
straight aura. Next get back actually happened to the main character. So Rimaru was put in a situation where he had to kill a character. And wait, before you get angry, I phrase it that way for the people who have not seen the show. Nonetheless, that person had a request for Rimaru, and on his way back from honoring said request, he gets ambushed. And first he notices he's in a barrier. He's like, little weird. I thought I sent somebody, but I didn't think they were strong enough to put a freaking barrier up. Then his strongest soldier appears in like a hologram, beat the fuck up, and he's like, oh, wow, my village is getting attacked right now. Then he gets informed by his guy that, hey, by the way, you are currently being nerfed. And at this point, I'm like, damn, who's spinning the block on, bro? Then Lady Aura, Sir Hinata Sakaguchi, right hand of God and captain of the Holy Knights, pulls up and says,
I would say hello, except this is technically more of a goodbye.
Yeah, it's GG's. It's up. She is on straight business. She then says, by the way, yeah, I'm finna destroy your city when I'm done with you. Just letting you know, and I'm telling you this because there ain't nothing you can do about it. So Rimaru tries to talk it out, but she immediately goes for the throat. Bout slimed his ass frame run. Rimaru saw this and was like, yeah, talk no jutsu might be my best option. But she's like, fuck all that. starts pressing him immediately on his ass. And look at how fast she's swinging that motherfucker. And for those of you unfamiliar, Rimuru may look like a genderless baddie, but he's actually an isekai. Is it isekai or isekai? He's actually an isekai protagonist, and at this point in time, he is the strongest character by far in the show, at least the strongest that we've seen at this point. So that's why when she guard brings Rimuru and drop kicks his ass across the arena, I was in my room like, look at this freeze frame, bro. This freeze frame is diabolical. Not to mention she catches up to him in midair and almost knocks that shit. So then she starts talking and she's like, do you understand what I'm doing to you right now? Pause. Straight pause. And this guy is like, yeah, just in case you didn't understand what she was trying to say to you, she lets him know that Rimuru is, Rimuru is immune to physical attacks, basically. He's also, like, immune to, like, fire and shit like that. So the guy lets him know that she's doing elemental damage. She's damaging you at the atoms, at the core, like, you know what I'm saying? And wait, Yes, I know that's not what she said. Let me cook. So they go band for band. And look at Rimuru's face when he gets parried. I paused on this by accident, but it's absolutely hilarious. In that scuffle, she ends up hitting him twice. And bro is cooked. Because at this point, he is one hit away from losing his soul. So Rimuru enters self-preservation mode. And all of us know there is nothing stronger than a protagonist in self-preservation mode. So he goes on the offensive and immediately gets his shit blocked over and over. I mean, they immediately not blue-balled him, but just stonewalled this shit. I was like, God damn, Rimuru, you can't even get a shot off. So he tries again. Hinata counters him, kicks him, and almost ends the fucking show right there. Brother, she is over there like Steph Curry in his prime. She's just green and shit. And Rimuru can't even get a shot off. So Rimuru is like, fuck it. He summons the spirit of fire, which is basically a flame deity. Alright, so the flame deity tries to hit Hinata with the legendary 100% fatality rate ultimate jutsu, the fireball jutsu, right? But that gets weaved. So he just like, he starts spamming the shit, because obviously fireball jutsu is the most overpowered jutsu in all of anime, right? And yeah, but after dodging a couple of those, Hinata looks at Rimuru and basically says, a fire deity? Impressive. Still won't work. Then next frame, the fire spirit is on his knees screaming in pain. I'm like, yeah, GG's, you're cooked, buddy. You tried the jumper and it didn't work. So he tries talk no jutsu one more time and it doesn't work. And I just want you to know that talk no jutsu has a damn near 100% success rate in Naruto. And it did not work here. Yeah, it's up. Hinata is like, yeah, fuck all that talking. I'm spinning for my dead baddie, nigga. You gotta go. And she slimes Rimuru on his own show. I don't think you understand the level of this get back. Hinata is told that a shape-shifting slime monster murdered your childhood friend. Zero hesitation. She pulled up on him, belt to ass. I'm talking about, brother, Rimaru is an isekai, alright? And from my understanding, that means the protagonist is overpowered. And from everything we've seen before this episode, Rimaru cannot be fucked with. Not even close. And she pulls up and get a flawless victory on the man. Yeah, she earned every prefix in that title they gave her. Right hand of God, all of that. She earned every bit of it. For the last and my personal favorite get back of the series, so while Rimaru was getting packed up by the right hand of God, Hinata Sakaguchi, a bunch of hooligans raided and looted the city that he built and basically had for, you know what I'm saying, protagonist things. He did protagonist things, right? Anyways, they raided his city and yeah, to make it worse, they killed and maimed a lot of civilians, including that purple-haired ogre that is essentially his love interest, or one of them, you know, Rimaru be pimp. Yeah, spoiler alert, Rimaru is not dead. So when he pulls up to his city and sees all his homies either dead or beat up, he was furious. Alright, and I immediately knew this get back was finna be one for the books. I actually felt bad for all the little ogre people that got brutalized during that scene. Like, it was bad. So the day comes, and for a little more information, the people that did this to the village were from basically a religious city of humans, if I remember correctly, and they sent a party out to raid the village, and then they were going to send an army to go basically finish the village off, right? So the army is on the way to stomp the village and what's left of it, but they're basically at a point to where they're not fully there, but they're close enough to basically blockade the city and keep people from leaving before they can go and basically suffocate it. Now, I forgot to mention, but the ogres from the first story ended up getting nerfed and packed up when the village was raided. Well, at least 2 of them ended up getting nerfed and packed up. The other 2 were, I actually forgot. Nonetheless, it was bad for the one that died and the samurai guy. Like, it was embarrassing. So yeah, I admittedly under-explained this, and you gotta watch to get the full context. But anyways, this isn't just Rimaru spinning the block for his village. It's what's left, everyone that's left from the village spinning for their dead homies. So Benimaru kicks it off, and he delivers this cold line.
Halt! Come any closer and we will show no mercy!
No, I'm the one who won't be showing mercy.
Then he whips out the legendary stance, bro. This stance puts in work in Elden Ring. Benimaru immediately starts setting niggas on fire. He doesn't spare a soul. And the crazy part is, it wasn't even a fight. It was just clean, indiscriminate vengeance. And that's what I like to see. We then get to the people that killed the purple girl and beat up, Samurai Jack. So Samurai Jack and the new Orc Lord pull up, and I fucking love this fight. It's not my favorite fight in the show, but I love this fight. So Gobta, his name's not Gobta. Gobta actually died. Gobta and his boy start blicking the lower ranked douchebags, and I really like how they are hiding the fact that niggas is dying. They aren't sparing anybody, and that's the good part. They is just blicking people. But this is the good part. This guy pulls up, and whoever is his voice actor did a phenomenal job, because I hate this sack of pig shit. So I'm just gonna call him Wolf Boy. Not that I hate wolves, it's just this sack of shit does not deserve a name. His fight starts with the Orc Lord, but cuts away to a debatably more satisfying fight. Now, this sleazeball has the same ability that Hit does from Dragon Ball Super. Alright, well, it's probably not exactly the same. I can't remember how it works particularly, but I believe he either slows time or something adjacent to that. They actually explain it later. He basically has like superb eyes, so he's technically not bending time, it's just his eyes are so good, and presumably his brain so good, is that he can process things significantly faster than the average human, therefore making him appear as if he's just, skipping time. Anyway, so this sleazeball pulls up and he's talking shit because obviously he beat these guys last time, so he just assumed it's going to be another walk in the park. But the funny part is, Samurai Jack is going band for band verbally. He is absolutely talking down to this man, and he hasn't even thrown one punch yet. So this shithead tries to sneak Samurai, but he blocks it and tells him, your power, not your wits, beat me last time, and I know all about your silly little tricks. So Dingle Juice here shoots the sword equivalent of a cluster bomb at Samurai Jack, and he parries every single one of them. Listen, he didn't dodge them because he was obviously fast enough to just get out the way. Samurai Jack stood there perfectly still and parried every single blade that man shot at him to establish dominance. Had bro flabbergasted. Look at his face. Old man tells bro, look, you're not even a second-rate swordsman. And honestly, given his ability, he didn't have to be even particularly good with a sword. All he had to do is just run up and swing on people. So yeah, he's right. This man is not a second-rate swordsman, and he basically says, man, you're literal dirt. I'ma show you some real swordsmanship. So obviously sleazeball over here gets pissed off, and he tries to run up on a dude that just parried a fucking cluster grenade. Not just a cluster grenade, the clusters. He parried the freaking clusters of the cluster grenade. So anyways, yeah, he immediately gets his shit weaved to the fullest. And then one of the most satisfying counters in recent memory, oh man, Samurai beheads the arrogant dickhead that beat him a few episodes back.
Use that extended time your ability gives you to thoroughly reflect upon all the evil deeds you've committed.
Now, this fight gets, even though the fight's over, it gets so much better. But hold that thought. Orc Lord and Wolf Boy are going band for band, and Wolfie says, "Fight me with your bare hand." And the Orc Lord says, "Nigga, this is war. Why would I use hands if I got a perfectly good blicky right here?" So Orc Lord Geld hits Wolfie here with Scarlet Rot. But before he can kill Wolfie, Old Man Samurai pulls up and he's like, "Bro, you ain't done yet?" Wolfie sees this and is like, "Wait a minute. Where's Sleazeball? Like, what is he doing?"
What's Kyoya even doing?
Oh, if you're talking about your friend, he's here.
Old Man says, "Oh, if you talking about your boy, he already been dealt with," and throws his friend's head at him. Talk about devious. So Wolfie obviously is scared and runs into camp and slimes his only other friend so he can steal her abilities. They start calling him all kinds of disgrace and bitches and all kinds of words to describe the absolute scum of the earth, but he doesn't care. He starts flexing.
An elemental resistance, I'm practically invincible!
And that's where it gets good. So he ends up claiming he's invincible with this new skill. And Gale says, "Oh, invincible? You still want to fight barehanded?
You wanted to fight hand-to-hand, right?
Be careful what you wish for." So Wolfie goes for a punch. And what I'm about to show you is probably illegal in several states because this self-defense was absolutely excessive. And I love it. Gale punches this man so hard, he dribbles! He dribbled a nigga, and he did chase the shot like he's in a club on a Tuesday and stomps him into the ground. It cuts to Geld with full mount, no pause, no context, and he is just caving this man's chest in. And the crazy part is he stops, waits for him to heal a bit, and then uses Scarlet around him and starts beating his ass again. He starts beating the Mario coins out of this man. He ends it with a smash, okay? Like he just one power punch caves the ground in even more than it already is. So Gale whips the blicky out. He's like, "I'm finna split your head open with one strike. I'm finna split you like a pumpkin, brother." And then he gets saved by this mage guy. And I was like, come on. But don't worry, his time is coming. Your time has come. There's no way out of this one.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Now it's Rimaru's turn to get it back in blood. He starts with an anti-magic barrier, which is self-explanatory. I really wanted to explain it to you, but I mean, it explains itself. Yeah, then Rimaru starts making these little water balls and spawns them all over the camp. And I'm like, huh? What are you gonna do? Drown the people? Like, what are you doing here? Then he just starts blinking everyone. Indiscriminate death from all angles. In 30 seconds, he kills over 4,000 soldiers. You want to talk about revenge, brother? This was so satisfying to see. I almost shed a tear. I was like, yes, niggas is dying. Let's go. So Wolf Boy got murdered by the guy who saved him. So this guy on screen is not Wolfie, it's the mage, okay? They run up and ask two knights to save the king. They take 2 steps, instant death. That's what I like. Rimuru the truth, brother. Alright, so their strongest knight. I can't remember if they showcased how strong he is in another episode. If I was a better YouTuber, I would have showed you that clip. But I mean, 3.8 subs, ain't that good anyways. Anyways, this is their strongest knight. So he gets with the king and this bishop, and he's like, you know what? I have a special skill, basically troops rally around him type shit. So he's like, look, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna get what's left of our army, we're gonna rally together, and we're gonna create a human shield and get you out of the anti-magic barrier so homeboy mage here can teleport you to safety, right? And they're like, yeah, that's a good idea, you go do that. So he's like, yes, sir. So he gets up, he runs, he runs out of the open, immediately gets slammed. And I'm like, that's that shit I like. You fucked around and you found out. No love lost, no remorse. You went there, you murdered innocent civilians, now you getting your shit blicked. So Rimuru pulls up on them because he's like, yeah, I want to talk to the king, alright? So the mage guy that, you know, murdered Wolf Boy and escaped the Orc Lord, he runs up to Rimaru talking arrogant. He's just talking crazy. Rimaru shrugs.
Well, either way, you're still an enemy.
Then instant death. Just killed him. Left him with a steaming lobotomy hole in his head. And I'm like, yes, sir. That's what I like to see. I can't say it enough. So then the king keeps, he pulls up because obviously Rimuru wants to talk to the king because he's like, yo, why'd you attack our people? I'm just letting you know. And you either better clear this up with me right now or it's on sight for the rest of life. So yeah, he's chatting with the king and the king just starts yapping. Like literally everybody in his visual range. The human eye is very powerful. The human eye can see really far, okay? Everything within like a mile radius of him, everything within his sight just instantly died, okay? Just started getting blicked. And he runs up on the thing that just blicked 4,000 soldiers in 30 seconds and starts talking to him like he's an underling. So Rimaru was like, hey, who the fuck you think you talking to?
It almost feels like he's trying to piss me off.
Shoots his arm off. I'm like, oh, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's my motherfucking nigga, bro. That's why. Oh, by the way, I want to show you this because words won't do it justice.
Yes.
Through the use of the unique skill Merciless, you have harvested the souls of all humans within the immediate area.
He just killed everyone in the camp besides the priest and the king. Now we're going to end that there. That's all you need to see. That meant Rimuru don't play, brother. Dude, that time I got reincarnated as a slime is a cool, goofy anime. You know what I'm saying? It's a real cool slice of life anime. But when they got these revenge plots hit. There's just something about seeing villains get what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just something about not getting blue ball. Like, just seeing them get dealt with. Like, it's not like, oh, he escaped and we're gonna see him 7 more times before the end of the series. Like, nah, it's on site right now. Anyways, there's a couple more revenge plots in this show, but that's all I got time for right now. I definitely think this video does not do it justice. So, like, literally, if you can go watch that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It starts off a little sweet, you know what I'm saying? It's a little goofy and cute, but hey, it gets wicked. It gets wicked at times, and I love it. I love it. I strongly recommend. Anyways, I have no idea what the next episode is going to be about, but hey, until we meet in that video or the comments, remember, man, because we know we have next sponsored by Atari.